Thursday, everybody. Today on Cooking with Toby, I'm going to show you guys how to make homemade egg roll wrappers. I was in the grocery store the other day. I was going to buy a pack of them. They were nearly $4 a pack, so I left them there. And I figured, why not make my own egg roll wrappers here at home? So I decided to film it. This tutorial feels a little bit rushed, but I will be uploading a clear and detailed version on the Sugar Sweet in the next couple of weeks. You'll be able to find all the ingredients you'll need in the description box under this video. Please subscribe to Cooking with Toby for new videos on Mondays and Thursdays, midnight Eastern Standard Time. I do have a schedule change coming in the fall time. If you need to contact me for business reasons, you can find that information in the description box. And also, follow me on social media, share this video, give me a thumbs up, and I appreciate every last one of you for your support, for your Amazon wishlist purchases. Thank you so much. So I'm going to begin here with my flour, my salt, warm water, and eggs. And I didn't sip the flour, I just measured it. So now I'm going to mix everything together with the dough hook, or on low speed. Once this begins to come together, as you see here, so I'm working on the speed number 1 on my deep chef. So I'm going to let this go for 2 minutes. So it's been about 2 minutes and the dough is becoming smooth. So I'm going to let this knead for about another 3 minutes. I want the dough to be very smooth. We need to build a gluten up because we're making egg roll wrappers. So we need the dough to be tough. So this has been going for another like 3.5 minutes. And I just want to show you how smooth the dough is. So this is what we want. And now we're gonna wrap the dough plastic wrap. And we're gonna let this rest for about 45 minutes. And if you don't let this rest, what's gonna happen is when you go to try to roll your wonton egg roll wrappers out, it's gonna snap back on you. You're gonna have a very difficult time. So we need to allow this to relax. So the dough's rested for about 30 minutes, and I'm gonna go ahead and unwrap it, and I'm going to divide the dough into 4 equal parts. And then the parts that I'm not working with, I'm going to rewrap. Then what I'm going to do is take my dough here and just sort of put it into a circle-ish shape, pull it over, and then pull it into a square. It's a squarish shape. So we're going to begin with the widest opening of our pasta roller. And then we're just going to crank it through. And then I'm going to take the dough, fold it into the middle here, and then I'm going to run it through again on the widest opening. This time I'm going to do it slowly. Then I'm going to take it to the next narrow setting, and I'm going to run it through twice. Now, if the dough becomes too wide, eventually I'll trim it down a bit. So pass it through twice. This is similar to making pasta if you've seen my pasta making video. Then we're going to bring it to the next narrow setting. I'm going to run it through slowly. Make sure we have it directly in the middle. So in case the dough stretches a bit, gives it more room to stretch. Now go through once more. Then I'm going to adjust it to the next narrow setting. Run it through. Make sure you get it lined up directly in the middle. I'm just going to roll it through. And I'm using my left hand here to guide the dough down. I'm not allowing it to hang over, so that way we don't risk the dough getting ripped. I'm going to bring it to the next narrow setting. And I'm going to bring it through. Just keep guiding it through easily. And it's becoming a little too wide. We're just going to work with it the best we can. Now I'm to a point here where I think I'm going to begin to cut it into kind of rectangle-ish or squarish shapes. So I'm just going to cut off a little bit here at the end. And then I'm going to cut it halfway down. Now I'm going to bring it to the next narrow setting, which is the narrowest one. And I'm going to run it through slowly. Just making sure to hold it directly in the middle. And I'm going to run it through once more. And then right here I'm going to trim it. Right about here. So we got our first little sheet made. We got a little tangled up in the machine, but that's okay. So my next sheet here that I have, I'm going to cut that in half. And then I'm going to run it through the machine on the narrowest setting. If it's a little tangled, that's okay. We can always fix it. So we have a little bit extra here. See here in the background? I'm going to trim that off. Try to just cut them into equal size, rectangle-ish, square shapes after you roll it up on the thinnest one. Now if you are really particular about your egg roll wrappers, you can roll this out with a roller pan and use a ruler to get them all equal size. But I'm just going to eyeball it. So just repeat the same process with all of your remaining dough. Here is the egg roll wrapper. We're just going to do a little test. I want to have a recipe coming soon. I have some chicken and kale. And I've done this with kale, arugula, carrots before. There's many options. So I have the egg roll wrapper set where it's in the diamond motion, and then we're going to grab the bottom triangle part and we're going to fold it up to the middle, and then I have a bowl here with a little bit of water in it. Just going to brush over the edges. I'm going to fold that over to the middle, sealing everything, and then I'm going to do the same for the opposite side. Push that down water, pull it up to the center. Then I'm going to just kind of grab everything and move it down. Gonna push a little bit water on, then we're gonna roll it. And then I'm going to set this aside. So after I wrapped the egg rolls, I cooked them. I fried them until they were golden brown. 300-degree Fahrenheit oil. If you want to see the recipe for the filling, please let me know and I may upload it. So here's our egg rolls with our wrappers that we made. I'm just going to cut it. It has a nice crunch to it, but remember I had to take pictures and stuff. Perfectly done inside and not filled it with chicken and kale. It's beautiful bubbly skin. I'll give it a taste. Wow. Delicious. Really super easy to make. So instead of buying egg roll wrappers and wonton wrappers, make them yourself. Just, you can cut them your desired size. I try to keep this video as simple as possible for those at home who are novice cooks. So I didn't, break out any rulers or do anything too detailed. Try to make it simple and convenient. If you enjoyed today's recipe, please add it to your playlist and please give me a thumbs up as well as leaving a comment because this helps me tremendously. And if you have any other questions or recipe votes, please let me know. Visit my community tab on my YouTube channel and make sure you go there and put in your vote for recipes because I do host votes there as well. Please remember to live and be well. Let's do what we can to come together as one. Thank you for watching.